Thanks for joining me again. This is Danny Cardwell from ThoughtWrestler.blogspot.com. And before I start, I want to read a quote from Carol Moseley Braun, and it reads as follows. Defining myself as opposed to being defined by others is one of the most difficult challenges I face. And I think when she wrote that quote, she was speaking on behalf of all of us, in a sense. All of us struggle with defining our authentic selves in the context of a world that maybe judges us based on stereotypes or preconceived notions associated with metaphysical assumptions about our qualities, our character, or our capabilities. So the constant struggle to define yourself and who you are in this world is something that connects all of us to a certain extent. Now, sometimes those negative stereotypes, you just can't overcome them on a one-to-one basis, but it takes, time cultivating relationships with people and having people understand and know who you are. And who you are, naturally overcomes those stereotypes. But, the snap judgments that people on the street make about us, you have no effect, you have no way of influencing the way you're perceived in the world. And so what helped me evolve and grow was the fact that, I had to let go of the idea that, I should be liked or loved or, people should look at me and feel a certain way about me. The sooner I got over that, the better off I was in the long run. We live in a world where people do make judgments and assumptions about us based on our physical appearances or, ethnicity, class groupings, and the such. Women have, gone through this since the beginning of time. Countless women have had their intelligence doubted. They've had their character doubted. They've been viewed as weak and less than capable than their male counterparts. When in fact, many fields are now dominated by women because they've just been given the opportunity to do what they can. And so part of my project here is, is just an empowerment. I want everyone to understand how awesome that we are. I start from a Christian perspective. If I was made in the image and the likeness of my God, and if my God is an awesome God, then that means inside of me there's something that should be allowed to flourish and shine. So I think the worst form of blasphemy is when we allow ourselves to be reduced down by society and allow society and people with not the best intentions for our lives to make the kind of decisions and assumptions about us, and then to actually subscribe to those things and to limit our potential. We're powerful people. I believe that every last one of us has the ability to be powerful. And so with that said, the whole study of philosophy for me has been something that's allowed me to question the status quo. It's allowed me to dig deeper, and it's helped me in the investigative process, determine what exactly is it that makes me me. Why am I unique? Well, all of us are unique. It's not just me. All of us are unique. But what makes us truly unique is when we break away from the herd and we accept our true personalities, and when we allow ourselves to shine and flourish in a way that gives the glory to God. There's never been a person like me. There'll never be another person like me. And all of our loved ones that have been here and gone on, we've never ran into another person that was like them. We have family members that maybe have strong resemblance to an older family member, but as far as personalities and traits, there's no one like any of us. So for me, that's the biggest thing as far as defining myself in the context of the world. What the world thinks about me is of no value to what I think about myself and to the way I deliver myself to the world. And that's for all of us. So, patriarchy, male patriarchy, that's real. Classism, that's real. Homophobia, that's real. Racism, that's real. And all of those things that we do to diminish each other, to place each other in the class of another, that allows us to dehumanize a person, to not look at a person as a human being with inherent rights and liberties, and allows us to look past the obvious injustice that people face. So I've got a video series that I'm going to be doing. Basically, it'll be covering some of the ramifications of these ideas that we've placed about women and on women, and sexuality of women, and the role of the woman in the family, the role of the woman in society. And so I want to put together a couple videos with some of the work that I've done in the past and bring some of these ideas out and make it available to a new audience. So this is kind of an introduction to that, but at the same time, it's a clarion call to us to understand that, each of us in our own special way are unique, and that we have capabilities, and that the fact that we wouldn't try to reach our potential, it's a sin. It's almost for me personally, I think it's one of the worst kinds of sins, again, that we can do, is when you don't try to reach your potential, when you don't allow that little light inside of you to shine. It's almost like you might as well not have been born with it. So that's what these videos are about, and I thank you for taking your time out and joining me. Again, support the blog as you can, thoughtwrestler.blogspot.com. Peace.